All right, guys, welcome back. It is lunchtime here, so I have a few minutes to spare to talk about what is important. Windows 10 has expired, and you should not be running an expired Windows 10 or expired anything. You just should not. If not, you will get hacked, malware, and all that good stuff. All right, I am running Windows 11, those of you watching this, on a Dell Optiplex 7010. As you see here, this is a machine from, well, this machine originally had Windows 7. I think this is from 2013, I do believe. As you can see here, I have OBS Studio. I have my shortcuts here. Everything seems okay. Now this is how you can install, or this is what it looks like after installing Windows 11 on a supposedly unsupported machine using Rufus. And I've shown you that before. So you don't need to panic if Windows 10 has expired and your machine does not officially support Windows 11. You do need to do something, absolutely, because you will run out of the important security updates. Now, you can buy security updates from Windows. I think it's like, I don't know, $60 a year. I could be wrong. I wouldn't do that. I would spend the money and maybe get a new Windows 11 machine. I've seen them start at $200 and go up. Probably for a decent one, you're probably looking at about $400 for a decent Windows 11 machine. Honestly, I would probably look at a Chromebook. If all you do is get on the web, watch what I do or watch other YouTubers, play music, Netflix or whatever, check your online documents, stream music, then maybe this is the way to go, just using a Chrome book. Now with Chromebooks, I've talked about this before. Yes, with Chromebooks, they have never gotten a virus. At least, and I have challenged you guys for years. If you have gotten a virus on a Chromebook, message me. I heard crickets. I heard like nothing. Now, this does not mean it's impossible, but I would say because of the layers of protection in a Chromebook and all the roadblocks, I would say it's 99.9% impossible to get a virus on a Chromebook. I won't say impossible, but I'm pretty sure that with the layers of protection as you see here and all the security built into this, yeah, I would say you are pretty safe with the Chromebook. Now Chromebook start at about $200. The Chromebook Plus starts at about $300, and all the new Chromebooks from starting 2 years ago, I think, you'll get at least 10 years of support. At least, maybe more. That's not bad for a $200 or $300 machine. And best of all, these Linux-powered machines, you never have to use the terminal. You just don't. Now, you can if you want to use the terminal in something like this, but it is not necessary. So what are your options? Well, you can do what I did here and install Windows 11 on an unsupported machine using Rufus. It's not the recommended way, I will be honest. Can it be done? Sure, I've done it three times on 3 older machines that are at least 10 years old, and it works. For how long? I don't know. I just don't know. That's up to Microsoft, I suppose. You can install Linux, yes. You can install Zorn OS, Linux Mint, Chrome OS Flex if you want to. Those 3 in my tests have performed about as perfectly as possible for an operating system, and really nothing is 100% perfect. But if you are new to all of this, and I was once like you, I was once a dummy to Linux 20 years ago, and I first started with Ubuntu. I didn't know squat from Hershey bar, as it were. But through the years, I learned and picked up tips here and there, and many after a gazillion bugs later and countless distributions to test. And yes, there are about 1,000 Linux-based systems to choose from, and really only a handful are really any good. That would include your Zorn OS, your Linux Mint, your Chromebooks. Those are the ones you should be looking at if you really do not need Windows anymore. If you don't. If you do, for whatever reason, for work, for school, I get it, then take a look. Maybe at a Lenovo is pretty good. I love ThinkPads. But decent deals out there from Samsung and HP. Laptops for about $300, not too bad, and you can go with that. Now, there's been a lot of talk about, today's going to be mostly sunny, yay. There's talk about that you need to sign up with the local account for Windows 11, and that there's been a lot of blowback about that. I don't understand it. Just use a throwaway email. My fake email is, it's something like, all your junk here, 076907123 at hotmail.com. Problem solved. I mean, I think the world has gotten dumber post-pandemic. I really do. That being said, you can do that when setting up your Windows 11 new machine, or if you are installing Windows 11 and need to go through the process of logging in and all that stuff. Full disclosure, when buying a Chromebook, you need to log in with your Gmail account. There is no other way around that. I don't care because, look, when it comes to privacy on the web, it doesn't exist. If you can show me a way to completely erase yourself off the web and start fresh, then you will have achieved privacy on the web. But until then, the internet pretty much destroyed privacy. It's just, it's not there. Now, that does not mean to be foolish when browsing the web, and you want to stay secure with all of the updates and all that stuff. Yeah, do not confuse security with privacy. As we're looking at my CPU usage here, this is a quad core. We got 14, 21, 23% CPU, 16 gigs of RAM, so we're using 31% of that. I mean, look, for a 12-year-old machine here, it's still chugging along. It still has enough horsepower, or as Arnold would say, it's got power. I need more power. Thank you, Governor Schwarzenegger. So there you have it. These are my thoughts on Windows 10 expiring. Your options are install Windows 11 on an unsupported machine using Rufus. It's fine. You can buy a Windows 11 machine. You can pay for security updates, extended updates. Don't do that. Spend that money on a newer machine. But if you don't want to spend a lot of money, just pick up a Chromebook. You're good for 10 years. They're easy to use. No terminal. And now look, maybe you had a bad experience with Linux in the past. I believe you. I have too. Linux has gotten better. Well, some Linux has gotten better. And Chromebooks really are the epitome of a Linux-based system, of an affordable Linux-based system for the masses. If you don't want to mess with the Windows anymore or don't need Windows, that's okay. All right, it's lunch. I'm going to finish my lunch. I got my wine. I got my cannolis. It's freaking unbelievable here in Ohio. That's it. I'll catch you on the next one. Arrivederci.